Today is the 30th of December 2022. It's about 64 degrees right now. Alright, so we're gonna check on them first, of course, because I know a lot of people out there are like, how do you do this so much? So here are my chickens right here. You can see here's Cute right there. There's Loudmouth. She's a really cute chicken. And right there's Rogue. She's the one that's in a lot of my thumbnails and my profile picture at the moment. There's Lovey. We have a barred rock, the black and white, the one that just picked out, the one that just pecked the camera is Mrs. Peepers. There's Falcon, he's my rooster. He's a bit of an idiot some days, and other days he's not. Chicken Burger decided to eat the mud water. I guess she's at one right there. I just do this check-in to make sure everyone's here. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Maybe like 8 to 10 inches tall. So this is just about chicken burying snow, but I'm not gonna like over-exaggerate the title with this video. This is what I was saying last night in that part of the video. The snow is gonna taper off overnight and then come back. And that's exactly what's happening right now as I'm shoveling the chicken yard. It's starting to come back. They're still saying 2 to 7 inches of additional snow here. But we can safely say there is between 5 and 8 inches of snow here. More than 4 inches, but it's like less than 10 inches. So like, yeah. Look at the duck thing. It's open, but like, look at that. I mean, like, the heaviest snow is definitely from the time before I went to bed until about like 3 a.m. That's what I heard was the heaviest snow. And also, I don't think the chickens are going into that coop anyway, so yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna feed them a massive cake. It's filled to the brim with treats. I did really want to bake something, but... Alright, so if you're wondering what we're about to feed the chickens, we got some diced up lettuce, some croutons, some salad, some of the, just so you know, the 3 is not going to be in their meal. Some popcorn, and below us I think there's some cheddar goldfish. For you, this seems like an absolutely disgusting meal, but for the chickens, this is a 5-course dinner. Alright chickens, are you ready for your 5-course meal? It's massive. I might give you guys a bit more later, but you know, yeah. So yeah, happy 3rd, Luffy. Just pretend that this 3 was actually properly made. So yeah. Anything you want to say before we begin eating? I mean, I'm not eating anything. You guys are. Anything you want to say at all? That silence is kind of weird, but you know what? Let's put this down in a spot where all the chickens will be able to see it. Yeah, so if you're wondering, the chickens do sort of like have like a town set up in here. Like this coop right here is where they all live in, but they all really do reside like almost everywhere here. Falcon is sort of like the mayor, but like he's sort of that like... All the other chickens just love to hang out on this thing from the pool build. Have you ever wanted free eggs, but are just super overly concerned about chickens? Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you about chickens and why you should get them. Just be sure to make sure that your city allows them and you'll be good to go. So one of the first things we need to discuss here is, well, egg production, because that's what you came on here to see, egg production. Chickens will lay up to 200 eggs per year, but depending on the breed you can get, you might be able to squeeze up to 350. I'm going to say Buff Orpington's one right there. And Barred Rocks are pretty egg-heavy chickens, but I also have ISA Browns and the other flock that lay just about maybe like 7/8 of the year. So they lay a good chunk of the year, even if it's like freezing. Just remember to make sure you know what your climate is. I'll discuss that in a minute, but here are the cold hardy chickens. Since I'm from the Northeast and it gets real cold up here, you do not mess around with how cold it is. So I gotta say, egg production really good, but some chickens are less of the egg production family and more of the just chilling out and do absolutely nothing and decorative family. Now, I will say those chickens do exist, like green queens over there. They lay significantly less eggs, but you can see Easter eggers do lay a variety color of eggs. You need to make sure you know what your eggs are going to be like, because this chicken laid blue eggs right there. Chickens in the world, each with their own characteristics, personalities, and needs. Some breeds are good for egg production, some for meat production, some for both. Some are for neither as well. Some breeds are cold hardy, some are heat tolerant, some are friendly, some are aggressive, and so on. You need to do your research and find out which breed suits your goals, climate, space, and budget. For example, if you want a lot of eggs, you might want to choose a breed like the Leghorn or Barred Rock, which lay up to 300 eggs per year. If you want a dual-purpose breed that provides you with both eggs and meat, then you might want to go with a Rhode Island Red, which can lay up to 200 eggs per year and weigh up to 8 pounds. If you want a pet breed that's friendly and docile, you might want to choose a breed like the Silky Bantam, the Buff Orpington, and the Easter Egger, all of which have soft and fluffy chickens with a calm temperament. You can also buy chickens from a local store, a hatchery, or a feed store. You'd also have them shipped to you or order them online. But in this video, I'm going to try to show you how to make your chickens start laying eggs more consistently than they might be doing already, so let's begin. A lot of people ask me, why aren't my chickens laying eggs? And the first thing I say is, take a look at your chicken yard. And they take a look and they say their chicken yard is a royal mess. One of the things I want to say is make sure your quality of life in your chicken yard is the greatest it could possibly end up being. Because, basically, your chicken's life impacts a lot of things. If there's a weird smell in the yard, you're probably going to be spending a lot more time focused on that. And also, if there's a rooster mating with the chickens, that could also have a detrimental impact on egg production. So, either get rid of a rooster or figure out a way to tame him if you want more eggs. Now the problem, this right here is a $3 chicken, and this is a $3,000. By the end of this video, we will discover all the chickens in between these prices. Buckle yourselves, this will be a wild ride. Starting off nice and simple, we have a simple $3 chicken, the Buff Orpington. These chickens lay a lot of eggs every year and are typically really good if you want light brown eggs, and are also really friendly. 100% worth the price. I would 100% recommend this to anyone that wants to buy a simple chicken. Cranking up the price a slight side, officially they're no longer going in strawberry cages, they're now going officially with the chickens, and unfortunately for the next couple weeks, they weren't really the nicest towards the chickens. Trust me when I say that, they had an absolute hatred towards the chickens for whatever reason. All I remember is that it was Thanksgiving that one year, and yeah, that was all there was for that. Anyways, let's move on. Just another warning, we're gonna jump all the way until they lay their first egg, so let's go. If you want to know one thing about when ducks start laying eggs, the ordinary chicken coop building video without some form of twist. So I'm giving myself a few ground rules for this potential build. Number 1, I can't spend any more than $1,000 in the entire chicken coop. Number 2, the chicken coop must be able to hold at least 8 chickens with room for additional chickens. And rule number 3, the coop design must not cut any corners. So with that out of the way, let's get started. If you know anything about building chicken coops or building in general, then you know that a decent amount of planning must go in to build the best possible structure. And planning something isn't as easy as just opening Microsoft Paint and creating a simple sketch of what you'll be talking about raising ducks. We're going to go over the full guide, but wait. This is the last one. We need to make this one the best one, okay? Alright, so we're going to start off by talking about the best breeds of ducks that you could possibly get. Now, the two I have, and the two I'd recommend are Rowans and Cayugas. Now, the downside of having Cayugas is that they're extremely hard to tame, but they can be tamed. They just sort of lay their eggs. They start off by laying black eggs, but they progressively get more turned into a gray as they lay throughout the first year. The Rowans are literally looking like mallards, but they are basically much bigger versions of the mallards, But for us personally, we used Freedom Rangers as they're a bit more friendly, they have a bit more of a hands-on experience, but I'll get into more of like what you should do with them in the next clip, but yeah, you want to make sure you're selecting the right breed. You can get a mixture of both. I personally found Freedom Rangers to be way easier to work with though, so that's pretty much my personal experience with these chickens. Be sure to comment down below if you've had these before and which ones you'd likely choose, so yeah. Now, this is a rule I want everyone to take note of, so if you're watching this video, maybe taking some notes, maybe this is one I want you to include in big text. Don't name the chickens. Right there, and hopefully she hasn't burned any of the food. She did burn some of the green bean casserole a little bit last year, but man, that stuff hits whenever she has it on point, yo. Can't wait to get to Miss Gray Cloud's house any minute now, yo. You know what, chickens? When we get there, I'm going to lie down and wait till breakfast is done. How about you, Lovey? What's your Christmas plans today? Same, just have some breakfast and stuff like that. I don't care. How about you, BCT? Prank Falcon. It's pretty much my entire life. I mean, you do have a point. He is very annoying. Anyways, chickens, I think we're just about there. Alright, chickens, I think we're here. Now go knock on the front door and Miss Grey Cloud will let you in, And that's what I'm saying, Waldo. I think that shouldn't be a thing anymore. Hang on, I'm getting a call. It's from Mrs. Peepers. Yo, what's going on, Miss Peepers? Where are you right now? I just arrived at Miss Grey Cloud's house. Where are you at right now? Oh, I'm literally still on Highway 63. So I still have like another 20 minutes before I get there. Oh, come on, Falcon. Can you just pick up the pace a little bit? No, I ain't picking up pace for no one.